nitrate power. You're in the dog zone for an hour. Come on. You know the number. 1-900 hot dog. 1-900 hot dog. 1-900 hot dog. Yeah, 9,000.
Welcome to the Dog Zone 9000, the official zone of 1-900hotdog.com, the last comedy website. You remember text and pictures, articles? We're still doing that. Every weekday, we talk about crazy shit. You get it. It's so fun, and you can pay for it at patreon.com/1900hotdog. I'm Seanbaby from the internet, and my partner inspired the Rod Stewart song, Hot Leg. Just the one hot leg. He's Robert Brockway.
Oh, I actually did it. It's not a runner-up or anything. I'm not like the guy that was gonna inspire.
The lyrics have some caveats, but we don't need to get into them.
Okay, the lyrical caveats. I'll take them. I'm going up in the world. Here's a Brockway fact. In high school, I ran a record-smashing mile that got me so much pussy. That is true. That is literally true, unless you have any follow-up questions. So no follow-up questions.
Okay. Our guest is our Monday columnist. She inspired the Rod Stewart song, Do You Think I'm Lydia Bugg? She's Lydia Bugg.
Hey, thank you for having me. My track and field fun fact is that I almost failed PE twice in high school in protest of them making me run.
Excellent. I was a young gazelle, so I don't know. My track and field stories are I excelled and did quite well.
Boo. We should kick him out.
Yeah, you don't get to do that and be good at podcasts. Those are mutually exclusive.
Oh my God, do you think I'm good at podcasts? Oh.
Yeah.
You're so good at podcasts.
You get the Cartier Design Trophy for podcasts.
Before we get into the beautifully designed trophies of Cartier, let's do plugs. Lydia, what are you working on these days?
I am working on building my social media presidents so that hopefully someday I can sell a book of some kind that I'm working on forever and ever that will never end. And you can find me on TikTok and Instagram at Lydia.
Excellent. I guess that's it for plug. Oh, wait. Brockway, I almost forgot you're legally obligated to do something.
I am legally obligated to promote my new book, I Will Kill Your Imaginary Friend for $200. Turns out I didn't need to threaten everybody because it's maybe a good book. I don't know. People are buying it. Maybe
yeah, it's
just
getting
threats.
good reviews.
Wrong lesson. Threats work was the lesson.
You got sprayed edges and everything. I didn't know you had sprayed edges until I saw you mention it. I was like, ooh.
If you take its clothes off, take its sexy little dust jacket off, it's got a foil embossed spine too.
Oh God, that's how you know you made it.
Actually, good news. We were into a second. I just got word there's going to be a third run printing. It's getting noticed that it's been sold out in a lot of places.
So you might not go to prison.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Okay,
I just might do pretty good in prison. Is the takeaway here. But crucially, you order it now if you can, because the second and third run printings, any printings beyond the first, will not have those pretty things that Lydia mentioned. They won't have the foil embossed spine or the sprayed edges. So if you want the pretty version, you got to find somewhere where it's in stock right now and buy it, because it's not going to be there for very much longer. And that's it. No super extended bits that wear out their welcome this time, because I want to talk about something else. I want to cede my extended bit time to Dan McQuade. Dan passed away from neuroendocrine cancer on January 28th this year, sort of abruptly to us. Man, the last we heard on this podcast, he was really positive about his diagnosis. Mm-hmm. It seemed things were going to be good, if not, perfect. But it moved fast. He's gone now.
Yeah, it's a real bummer.
Yeah, Nathan Masry just did something crazy like 2 days ago, and I literally was like, oh, I have to send Dan a message. And I was like, oh, I can't. And it was really sad because we were Nathan Masry buddies. Whenever he did something insane, we would talk about it.
Yep.
I flipped through like old weird old 80s shows just looking for a weird episode. That's how I found the episode of MacGyver where he does blackface, whiteface, blackface.
Right.
So I just like randomly will go scroll through 80s shows, and I was watching one, and Jeff Altman popped up, and I was like, oh man.
Gotta tell Dan, yeah.
His only fan is gone. The one guy that would give a shit.
Yes.
Nobody will ever give a shit about Jeff Altman again now that Dan's gone. But Dan was obviously beloved on our podcast and a good friend of ours. His main job was sports reporting for Defector. They did a really lovely tribute post to him. They've done several, but they did one today as we're recording this. Just a wonderful tribute to him, where literally everybody in the Defector staff took turns just talking about Dan, like we're doing now. He also got a really sweet like moment of silence at the Sixers and the Flyers.
Yeah,
I believe both
He's
of them.
A beloved Philly man.
Yeah, he really is. We put together a playlist on our YouTube channel. We don't monetize it, so don't feel weird about it. I just want everybody to be able to go find more Dan, because he had a blast doing these podcasts. And they do have a donation fund up now for his wife and his 2-year-old son. It's on everloved.com/life-of/Dan-McQuade. Or you can just go to Everloved and look up Dan McQuade. You'll see him. Give if you can, and man, he would have really loved what we're talking about today.
It's true. He would have been dunking on. He would have been finding crazy shit on the fly as we're looking. He's like, I just got a microfilm from a 1981 newspaper.
This is the kind of thing where like I just would trust him to like Dan's gonna have something makes this interesting.
Yeah,
because I don't.
No notes. Yeah, I'd bring no notes.
Yeah, I'm like the exact opposite of Dan. I'm such a weird pick for this because I have no interest in sports at all. And I, even like being friends with Dan, I was like, thank God, like you can tell he had a wide berth of interest, because if he was just a sports writer, I never would have spoke to him because I just don't care about sports at all. But he also liked Mannequin, introduced everyone on the podcast to the movie Mannequin and had a deep love for that. And I was like, oh my God, I love Mannequin. So,
and even his sports stuff, like I would even read his sports stuff because it wasn't just like a sports thing. He would find some sort of amazing, crazy angle or something, like Princess Di and the Eagles jacket, I think it was. He would just find something. He would always find something that was like universally interesting. So
yeah, he was really good. He covered the same thing that I did for the site, very close together, the sports Hallmark movies with the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs making Hallmark movies.
Yeah, it should have been our crossover.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Both worlds.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's very nice. Thank you for talking about Dan. I didn't know how to bring it up because
that's not great for a comedy podcast, but he was our friend.
Yeah.
And if not on this podcast, when? This is perfect.
It's true. I remember he said, like, dude, because he usually had good news. Like, hey, my treatment went great. And then he'd like have like 5 different pitches for podcasts or whatever, or he'd found some weird shows. And this time he was like, oh yeah, it's really, really bad news. It could happen at any second. Anyway, let's do Mannequin 2 this week. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, dude.
That's the last thing I have from him in our death. The last I ever heard from him was our chat in Discord was when he broke the news to us that he was not going to be here much longer, and then said, all right, let's podcast about Mannequin 2. And I
want to spend 2 hours of that talking about Mannequin 2, Mannequin on the Move.
Beautiful last words, and what a dedicated garbage journalist.
Yeah, that should be the jersey that you raise into the rafters is like, we'll never do Mannequin 2.
Oh, that's a good point. Or we do Mannequin 2 from now on.
That's the only podcast. It's Mannequin 2, the podcast now.
Yeah.
I do think if we did, it would have to be a tribute podcast to Dan McQuade, and that's absurd. To tribute a Mannequin 2 podcast to a man is...
Oh, he would love that, though.
Yeah, he would love that. You know, now that I think I talked myself into it. Today we are talking about something he would love. Just beautiful disaster called the Rock and Roll Sports Classic. This was in 1978. It was held at UC Irvine at the college campus. They brought all these celebrities out to live in tents. They said live in tents. It's a weird way to put it. I think they were in the tents for an hour or two.
Yeah, like live in tents seems to be like, and they had beds and like places for clothes to be set up and everything. So like the set dressing was really convincing for we made them live in tents, but it looks like this took, I don't know, half a day, all the events together.
Yeah, they
couldn't
clearly they had to lie about training for it. You could tell. Like they would be they would ask them like, "Oh, how did you how long has it been since you ran or whatever?" And they would be like, I never run." "Oh, well, I did train."
Oh, I absolutely took this really seriously though. You're right.
Like,
I meant to say that.
I found out I was running against Gladys Knight, and so I really didn't take it that seriously, man. She's 55-year-old woman.
This had to have been like a dare, right? From some studio executive had to have been like, "Oh, my kid brother dared me to pitch this in a meeting." And I don't really give a shit because I'm going to get fired soon anyway. So I'm just going to say it. Because like this is such a patently bad idea all the way around. Like you hear it and you're like, all the biggest rock and roll stars compete in running events, and you're like, the ones that like to smoke and drink and
famously, like that's what they're famous for, is like getting drunk on stage and smoking on stage and doing hard drugs. Let's
see how good they fucking swim. Why would they swim?
The swimming is so weird. See, I thought about this a lot because I looked up and I'm like, how did they make this happen? And now We Are the World pretty famously happened because they just all drove there from the Grammys. And that's how they got all those people in one room in the same town the same day. I think that's what happened here because this was filmed 2 weeks after the 1978 Grammys. So they could have like filmed it that weekend. But yeah, that being said, We Are the World like raised millions of dollars for starving children. And this handed a $20,000 check over to a wealthy college in Orange County. So I feel like there is a big difference.
That was it, right? Like, I didn't miss something because that's crazy.
No, that's
at the end
that's
they're
it.
like, and we raised $20,000 for this college. What?
Yeah,
What?
That's fucking Rod Stewart's massage budget. Like what do you?
That's the filming. That's the location fee for filming there too. Like,
Oh
like,
my
that's
God.
all that is.
What if that was? That's just the location fee.
I
But
mean,
they
they
like
took
dressed it
over.
up like charity.
Yes, it has to be.
That's so fucking funny.
100% right.
To your school. You use it as you see fit. Yeah, we'll use it to fucking pay the groundskeepers and the staff that has to take down your tents. This
mean,
is
Rod
nothing. You
Stewart
gave us nothing. We broke
Really
even.
tore up the field.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I wrote down it feels like a Rumpelstiltskin wish someone made because it's just so nonsensical. Like, do you think the Runaways and Joan Jett, do you think they can run track? Let's find out.
Runaways
They can, though.
being in this.
They fucking can. Those
Yeah,
those
and that
girls
was-
definitely smoked cigarettes while everyone else was in gym class.
I mean, it's
And-
also like look at their competitors, and like at this point, they're in their like 20s. So like, yeah, you can smoke and drink all night and all day, and then still like run around in your 20s. Whereas like, I don't know, you get fucking Kenny Loggins out there.
Yeah, Kenny
He's
Loggins
still
did
looking
pretty good.
He's
But
still
we'll
looking
get
pretty good.
it. We'll get into it. People are probably confused. This is we should give the lineup, I guess, because it is a star-studded lineup. It's really impressive. I
It's
think another thing that inspired
crazy.
this is it is fucking crazy. Circus of the Stars had already come out, and Battle of the Network Stars was a pretty big hit show. And so I think that we talk about it like it's crazy, but like this, it's sort of a precedented TV event to have a bunch of celebrities to compete in sports that they're like not trained in or whatever.
Yeah, celebrities, rock stars specifically, and then that thing being sport, like rock stars circus or whatever. Sure, I would see it, but rock stars track events.
I agree. We said before we started recording that I kind of like power scaling, and so the idea of like just seeing which things run faster than which things is kind of something that interests me. So the idea of this, to me, has a bit of like, intrigue. Oh, I wonder who is faster between Lionel Richie and Gladys Knight if they had to race.
And they did.
Well, and they're just so
They did.
yeah, they did. They're just so famous too. Like it.
Yeah.
I mean, was this at the time where these people is? Because now you look back, and it's like these are enormous genre-defining people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, were they just not as famous at the time? Because I feel like this would be like, let's make Taylor Swift and Beyonce like swim against each other today.
Yeah, that's what this is. A lot of these people were at their absolute peak.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
Rod Stewart.
Okay.
I would say this is Rod Stewart's peak. Michael Jackson. This is pre-Thriller, but he was still Michael Jackson.
Yeah. The Runaways,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Runaways,
like they're genre
huge stars.
defining, and Lita Ford and Joan Jett are both there, and I'm like, what's happening?
And like this is maybe not our genre, but Tanya Tucker and Anne Murray were like country music legends already.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Almost everyone here was like Boston was here. This was peak Boston.
Yeah, fucking Boston. More Than a Feeling
Like-
just came out.
It's fucking crazy. It is crazy they got these people, and then they showed up and were like, put on some little shorts. You're in a relay race.
yeah. It feels like they bullied them to me because they keep cutting between the events and them like looking really cool and glamorous on stage, and then they look like so shitty in their little track outfits, and they're like like
Yeah, it does not look great when like non-professional athletes do stuff.
No.
Like the human body looks bad in motion.
It's almost
All right,
like sorry, I wrote down Ronald Reagan-esque psyop, where they're like, we need to remind people that musicians aren't actually cool. We need to remind them that they're nerds and you shouldn't listen to them, and this is what they did.
That's a good theory. I think you might be onto something. I'm gonna play this lineup. It's like a minute long, but it will blow your mind. We've already said some of the names, but there's others we haven't even talked about.
Rock and Roll Sports Classic with your host, Alex Carrot. Roving
The dad from
co-host,
Webster.
Ed McMahon. Team captains Phyllis Diller and Sandy Duncan. Assistant team captains Barbie Benton and Susan Anton. Reporters Christy McNichol, Michelle Phillips, Joe Smith, and Fred Travellini. And the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
Now the jump scares start.
The Aussie Brothers. Boston. The Commodores. Seals and Croft. Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis. The Electric Light Orchestra. Freddie Fender. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Leif Garrett. The Jacksons. Gladys Knight in the Fifth. Kenny Loggins. Anne Murray. The Runaways. Helen Schneider. Sha-na-na. Rod Stewart. And Tanya Tucker.
Ridiculous.
And like the whole band, when they announce a band, it's not like the two guys you don't know. It's all of ELO. It's all of Earth, Wind, and Fire are here.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. So Alex Karras is the host.
Oh, sorry.
All of the Jacksons.
All of the Jacksons, including Janet and LaToya.
Yeah. There's a funny moment where because normally when they introduce someone, you have like a 2 in 3 chance of them cutting to like a 10-second clip of their hit song. And so when they cut to LaToya, they cut to her like 5 to 10 years earlier when she's a child, like performing on the American Bandstand or something and just fucking up all the choreography. It was deliberate and brutal. Someone hated LaToya Jackson. So Alex Karras, the dad from Webster, he comes out. The Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders come out. And then they go over the stakes. And I took a clip of this. It's really good.
I find this event a little different than most events you've seen on television. First of all, the contestants are not going to be competing for money. Instead, they're going to be competing for these wonderful trophies designed by Cartier. These athletes have come from all over the world to compete, and they're here just to really have some fun. There's no money involved.
They want to make it clear.
That's such a lie. I know they had to have paid them to be there. Like,
Yeah,
they paid them an
what would
appearance
you get
fee.
out of this? What would you
Yeah.
get out of this if you weren't being paid? Like the Runaways are like, oh, we really need to up our profile by doing track and field for America. Like, no, this did not help their image. If anything, this hurt the Runaways at their peak.
For sure.
It's possible they didn't get paid. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't find any information
No, I feel
on
like
that.
the fact that he stressed that is like when you know someone's lying because they're just being really adamant that it's like
Right.
they are just here for the love of track. They just
Why'd you
want
bring
to
it
run.
Weird that you brought it up. I would have assumed it was for charity or something, and then you're like, and I swear to God, I'm not paying them to be here.
Right. And also, it's not for charity. We're paying the school.
Yeah.
Because we're going to fuck up their
$20,000.
track. So they introduce Phyllis Diller, and
I thought that she was gonna, because like we've watched a few things like this, and when they do teams, they're like the team captain is there, and they also compete.
Yes.
So I was
No.
like, Phyllis Diller's gonna run the hurdle relay? Holy
could
shit!
you
I
imagine?
was so stressed about it. I was like, don't make her run.
Don't do that.
She can't move her hips in those weird Phyllis Diller dresses. So she comes out and she's like, I was going to be on the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, but my pom-poms weren't big enough. And like,
Waboom.
like the host, like, just looks at her with contempt. Like, the broadcast skills of this guy is just like, man, shut the fuck up, Dennis. Or Phyllis Diller.
hosts
Dennis
are-
Miller. I almost called her Dennis Miller.
The hosts are like fully
Menacing.
unprepared for this. The presenters are just, and a few spots, like the people they're interviewing call them out, like, what the hell does that mean? And they have to like cut
Yeah.
away really quick.
Yeah,
Well,
that
it's
happens a couple
especially
times.
like the main guy has such menacing energy, and they open,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know what was going on with him, but between him and the like tiny little girl that was with him, but her energy was like he tried to put his arm around her, and she moved
Yeah.
away. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that man is on the Epstein list. That's what I felt like. Like he's just not good energy.
Yeah, I think he was a linebacker in the NFL before he was an actor. So he's just kind of a big monster.
Staying away from the Webster joke.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I don't know
Restraint.
how long the pause was while I was like, no, don't do
Nope.
it. Don't do it.
I don't know.
For me,
Webster.
1 second passed, but I understand it might have been like 10 minutes of silence from me. So sorry.
Lydia, don't look up Webster. Nobody look up Webster and mentally fill out the joke that both of us had to physically restrain ourselves from making.
I feel like now it's worse than if we had just done it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you cut, Jamie? Just
I'm
make
sorry
us
I did
look
this,
like better
Jamie.
people. Make us look like we have a moral center. Like, put some reverb on it. I don't know.
There
Little
was a
harp.
moment, I don't know if I've mentioned this in the podcast, but it's one of the greatest moments in human history where Michael Jackson goes up to get a Grammy and he like carries Emmanuel Lewis with him, who I think it was his date that night. And he's like, music is about inspiration. I'm holding one of my inspirations right now, Emmanuel Lewis. That was the whole speech. He's just holding up this little man.
And I got him. Everybody.
And he fucking leaves like Emmanuel Lewis under his arm.
Like a
Grammy in one hand.
manual crane machine. Like, I just lowered my hand down and grabbed him.
But see, if when he was a kid, like it was normal to just have to go run track against the Commodores and ELO, it makes me feel like I understand more why he turned out like that.
Yeah,
someone
man.
called
I mean,
you up
this
and
was
said, "Hey-"
legitimately all of their lives. Where they would wake up in the morning and be told, "All right, you have to do this bullshit now." Like, oh, okay.
So if you got called, Lydia, and said we're having a race between all the podcasters, you wouldn't show up to that race? You could be our Phyllis Diller.
Yeah, I'd be your Phyllis Diller. I would smoke on the sidelines. Like
Okay,
that
perfect.
sounds fine.
It's set because I have scheduled it. We're going to be at UC Irvine next weekend. Sandy Duncan comes out. She's the coach for the West, and it's like a drag performance of a Sandy Duncan. She comes out and she's like, "Oh my god, we're going!" And you're like, "Oh, she's doing like the Micro Machines guy thing." She introduces everybody, and then we cut to the men's 100-yard dash, and let's see. It's at this point. You remember when we did that that cowboy version of this with the celebrities doing cowboy stuff, and
Yes.
every single woman got introduced with, "Oh, you're very cute, you're very pretty." That happens here to Christy McNichol, and I made a note of it that I should make a supercut of all the times they do that, but they only did it one other time, so I didn't bother.
Yeah, I did clock that though. I was like, oh,
Yes.
this again.
Yeah,
I clocked. All right. All right, I clocked something else, and it was with the person who recorded this, who ripped this. And that is we'll get to it as they start skipping events. Whoever ripped this, it's like the actual sporting event will start, and they'll record all the in between bits, and then they'll just skip the rest. Like it'll go staticky, and then it'll be over, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, Kenny Loggins, you killed that guy! You killed him! I can't believe you!" But like, when they stop skipping events, women's bicycle race.
I noticed that.
And when what events they never skip? Anything with the Runaways in Skippy shorts doing something. They're like, oh, we're watching this one.
Well, and all the swimwear events are.
Yeah, all the swimwear events are in there.
All the Speedos are in there, male or female. That's a well cited. We should have mentioned that the copy we have is pretty much the only copy available online. It's missing a few events, and it's chopped together pretty weird by a pretty obvious horny viewer.
Yeah, thank God for perverts, man. We would not have history without them.
Perverts preserving our history.
Mm-hmm. That's a good tagline for our website.
That's true.
So we get to the 100-yard dash, and it is, I swear to God, this is the lineup. It's Michael Jackson, William King from the Commodores, Hugh McDowell from ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, Dash Crofts from Seals and Croft, Jackie Jackson, Michael Jackson's brother, Ed Patton, he's a Pip, Billy Davis from McQuade and Davis, and Leif Garrett. Now, every one of these men has 40 pounds of non-aerodynamic hair on their head. Every black man has an afro, and every white guy has like just an unkempt mullet. But here's another fun fact. I counted them up. They have 24 Grammys between them. 13 of them are Michael's, but still, this is the fucking most star-studded 100-yard dash that will ever be.
And again, damn near about to be, or just immediately post peak of their careers, all of them. It's insane to watch this lineup, and then for somebody to go, okay, now run.
and
you got all of us together, and you want us to run?
And how does it look when they run?
Oh,
fucking terrible.
Fucking terrible.
Yeah. They are not very fast.
All
like Jackie
elbows
Jackson
and knees.
Wins pretty easy. The guy from the Commodores is pretty fast, but everyone else is like 4 blocks behind him ordering hot dogs. They are so slow. Okay, so then the ladies do the same thing, and let me run down the lineup of the ladies. It's Marilyn McCoo, Joan Jett, LaToya Jackson, Lita Ford, Helen Schneider, Tanya Tucker, Anne Murray, and Sandy West from the Runaways. I added up 13 Grammys between them. And that's mostly because of LaToya's negative 34. Otherwise, I think they would have had a higher showing. But the ladies, I would say, almost look worse. Like, it looks like they might have never, ever run in their life. Sandy West from the Runaways wins just by Frankenstein strides. Like, she's just stomping down the fucking track and pulls ahead of Joan Jett, who was actually the fastest at the start, but she kept looking behind her like she doesn't know the point of a race. She's like, how does this work? Am I doing this right? Why am I ahead? This makes no sense. I ran the wrong way.
You have to assume that once she pulled that far out ahead, and like imagine being there and then you don't hear footsteps around you. You got to be thinking like, okay, they were fucking with me. They were fucking with. This was all like a setup to see if I would do it. Very funny. I knew rock and roll for the sports for the stars was not a real event.
It's a Joan Jett prank. You got me, Ashton Kutcher. 2-year-old Ashton Kutcher.
I felt like she was only used to running from someone. Like, that's what it looks like when you keep looking behind you while you run. Like, she's
good point. Yeah.
There was the only experience in her life where there was like a bouncer behind her, like a pissed off bouncer. So she's just like, how close is he? Oh wait.
I think I'm going to throw a monkey wrench into your theories. There's no way you didn't hear Sandy West's clomping strides. Like, they heard those in the next county. But I do think the Runaways might be the fastest female rock group in history. So congratulations to the Runaways. Perfect name, I guess. Yeah. Next is swimming, the men's 50-yard freestyle. They just keep announcing the teams, and I never stop getting my mind blown. It's just like, here's the guy from ELO. I don't if you don't know ELO, they had about 300 songs in the 80s. you probably know, "Don't bring me down, Bruce."
Yeah, and most of the show is just introducing these people and then playing the clip of them. Like, that's the fun part, is they introduce people, play a clip, you're like, wow, and then they do something really unimpressive, and you're like, okay, are you going to introduce more cool people next?
Yep. God, who do they have here? They got a Commodore, full Speedo, Randy Jackson. I think he wore a swimsuit. Kenny Loggins was in a classic Speedo.
Yeah,
they had an Alessi
Speedo.
brother here who wore like sensible board shorts. If you don't know what an Alessi brother is, they were like the American Bee Gees. They were twin brothers who sang entirely in falsetto. I don't think any of their songs have survived from the early 80s, but
They showed
they
them
were a thing.
in a big piano cube that looked really radical to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty rad. They got Leif Garrett, who was like one of the very first little boy stars. Like he was the first teen heartthrob. And then, Speedo for him too. A lot of I could see why the pervert kept this. A lot of
Yes.
skinny man flesh. And they get in the water and it's chaos. Like I thought one of them might die.
Yeah, it didn't look like. So it didn't look like some of them knew they were gonna be swimming today. Like,
Yes.
there was a lot of nervous looks around, and then once they got in there, it was just kind of thrashing.
More of like an organized drowning.
Yeah, competitive drowning.
This event might have been designed to kill Joan Jett. Now that you think about it, Kenny Loggins is Aquaman. Kenny Loggins is ahead by so much, and then they play a Kenny Loggins song, and it's got its moments. This is pretty good TV when it's just like Kenny Loggins is a great swimmer. Now here's 40 seconds of I'm all right.
During the post interview, as they interview Kenny Loggins about his win, the interviewer says, "Look at this body. Is this a body?" Like, that changes tone a lot if you leave off "or what."
It really is. Like, he does kind of look like a, God, how do you describe it? Like a normal human body without any bones or muscles.
Just like a tall, skinny guy. Like, this would have read so different in like the 90s when the boy band craze was the thing, and they would have all been like ripped and, you know, like looked very athletic even if they weren't necessarily. But these are all just like tall, skinny losers who play guitar. Like, they're hot, but like they're not athletic in any way. They do not have the bodies of athletes.
Not a single person is gym buff in this whole crew.
No.
And it's really, it's kind of jarring watching it from the future. It's like nobody has biceps or abs. Like, none of these guys go to the gym. Like, it's
You were just
weird
to be a rock star, you were allowed to just look like a human. And I guess the downside of that is if somebody suddenly asked you, like, now you have to competitively swim, you were like, okay, now I'm in a Speedo.
The world's
And I'm dying.
tiniest Speedo.
I'm dying in a Speedo. Kenny Loggins is fucking laughing at me, swimming circles around me like a shark.
They asked Kenny what he did, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I've been swimming 80 laps for weeks." And so he's been like training for this, which doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, that's... What a nerd.
Yeah.
What a nerd-ass thing to say. See, like, Sandy West, Runaways, she starts dominating in later competitions, and at one point they ask her, like, what training did you do for this? And she went, I don't know, nothing. That's the answer.
Yeah.
That's...
Heroin? What do you
Even
think?
if it's a
Is that what
lie,
you mean?
which it shouldn't be a lie, don't prepare for this. But, like, if you did, lie. Because you won't look good being like, I swim 80 laps a day every day for 3 weeks to do what?
For
to get
this?
$20,000 for a luxury college? You fucking loser, what are you doing?
College. Phyllis Diller says her team lost. She's the coach of the team that lost. She says they lost because they train on grass. And the dad from Webster just looks at her.
He hated that joke.
I thought we agreed you weren't doing any bits.
He's so fucking pissed off about it. Like he genuinely seemed confused. And then when he solved the riddle, he's like, God damn it, Phyllis Diller. That's not what people swim.
He does not like... He straight up doesn't like her.
I don't think he likes the job. I don't think
No.
that he wants to be doing this.
I mean, also imagine, he's probably a little past his prime here, but imagine being an actual athlete and then watching all of this happen. You're like, what are we doing?
He's never met someone who runs as bad as these people. They go to commercial, but before that, they show like slow motion footage of upcoming stuff, and they show Tanya Tucker like just trying to jump over like a little patch of sand and just eat so much shit. And I look, why put that on TV? It's so mean. The next event is a team endurance relay. Everyone is like slipping around. The grass is obviously very wet, but they're all trying to like do little bits. Cuts to a Helen Schneider song, which is just like operatic in German, but she's great. Then Sha Na Na comes out, and I don't know if you're familiar with Sha Na Na, but they do like 50s doo-wop stuff, but in a real campy way. And so they're all like mugging and having fun, but as if they're at a 4-year-old's birthday. Like they're not doing anything of value or wit or comedy. They're just kind of like, and then they'll like run off the frame. And there's 70 of them. So they just keep doing it and doing it and doing it.
There's so many events here that are just like 80% Sha Na Na. I mean, just like you put how many members of Sha Na Na in this event? Like at some point that's collusion, right? Like you can't.
Yeah, there's too much Sha Na Na, not enough Boston. Why, if you have Boston,
Absolutely.
is Sha Na Na out here?
I know
Just
Sha
begging
Na
for
Na is
Boston.
like really quickly wears out there. Well, the second they were on doing their mugging little bits, I was just like, leave it
that's a wrap
to
on
a
Sha Na Na.
novelty band to like run out of charm in person just as fast.
Well, and like the audacity to be there with like, you know, the Runaways and shit and be like, oh, the real era of rock and roll was the 50s. I was like, go to hell.
Go to hell. Yeah, they're not the best runners and jumpers. It's real tough to watch, and I think most of it got cut out anyway. The production's a disaster. I mean, even when we can see it, it's pulled back so far and so blurry that you're like, what's the point of them being celebrities? These are like bad running blobs. We're watching from a blimp. They cut back to lovely little country singer Tanya Tucker, and the guy is talking to her like she's 5. He's like, "Hey, sweetie, are you gonna do a little race?" And she's like, "What the fuck, dude?" And he's like, "Well, don't fall off the bike." She's like, "Yeah, okay, man."
Did somebody tell this guy something about me?
Yeah, like this isn't a Make-A-Wish. I'm Tanya Tucker. The West. They're winning, but it's hard to like tell. It is a bike ride between Joan Jett and LaToya and Tanya Tucker and Helen Schneider. Joan Jett is so fast, pulls away from everybody. It cuts to footage of her singing School Days. It's the fucking best. The show, like I say, like Joan Jett on a bike, cut to the Runaways. Hell yes. The West is ahead by, according to my math, 7 million points. Like the East cannot catch up.
Dragged
Then they
down
run
by
the
Sha
men's-
Na Na, man. Like 90% of their team is Sha Na Na.
Right. There's a moment, obviously, you're going to know what I'm talking about, where the big guy from Sha Na Na almost dies. Like they do like a power walk marathon.
Yeah.
Yes, from walking. He almost dies
Yeah.
from walking.
Yeah.
Well,
and they
hold
put,
on.
like he's in oxygen while they like serenade him like a Viking funeral.
He almost dies from coming in last in the competitive
Yes.
walking.
Yes.
Like once you're last, why are you pushing? Why are you gonna? You're gonna die for last?
Yeah, after they nurse him back to health, he says, "I was in the back with Freddie Fender, who's like a middle-aged man at this point, and they're like, let's finish together." And then Freddie Fender's like, "What if we sprint at the very last minute?" And the big guy from Sha Na Na's like, "What? No, I'll die." And he was right. He almost anyway. So they do a women's 60-yard dash, and Janet Jackson is there, and I think she's 10 years old. Like she looks insanely young. I didn't look up
She's
her
real
actual age
small.
at the time, but
Yeah.
but she's a child running against women. But like one of them is Joan Jett. She has no chance against Joan Jett. But Marilyn McCoo is there. And I think Marilyn McCoo was like born an adult contemporary singer. So it's impossible to judge her age. But I would guess 50? I don't know. It's weird seeing her get ready to sprint.
This is the one where the presenter tells Joan Jett and Sandy West, I think. He tells them, They really need points in this next event, and they both correct him. No, we're the team that's winning by a lot.
Yeah, great sports broadcasting, Dickhead.
Yeah, that was maybe the only thing you had to know.
Okay, so here's where I think they showed the LaToya clip, because LaToya Jackson's in this race. She's at everything because she's got nothing to do. And they show her like fucking up the choreography next to her sisters. So yeah, Gladys Knight and Marilyn McCoo run like moms, and Joan Jett and Sandy West just fucking leave the entire pack behind. The fastest rock ladies ever. Next, we have basketball, which is kind of weird in a track and field event to have like just a full sporting event.
Half-court basketball.
Yes, half-court basketball.
And they say specifically, like, they're both, they're on half court because they're not good.
Right, there's that.
I think that was maybe a little
terrible.
like wink and a nudge, but then you're like, but they are on the half court though.
Yeah.
But like winks and nudges aside, can't do full court. Like
They might not know the rules
do.
of basketball either. Like, I think Kenny Loggins gets a rebound and then just like a defensive rebound and then just tries to put it back up. It's like, no, you got to take that shit back, Kenny Loggins. It's not even how half-court basketball works.
The presenter at one point has to explain, because we're just watching these guys, very tired men, slap a ball around. Nothing is happening. The presenter has to explain, now, these events are not being broadcast in the order they were recorded. So, like,
This is
they're
tightened up,
fucking,
yeah.
they're destroyed out there. We don't know. Because, like, I don't personally know a lot about basketball, so maybe you guys can answer a question. At the halfway point of a basketball game, is 5-2 a normal score?
If you're playing to 10, I suppose they might be. But yeah, it is. It's so fucking bad. Like, bad basketball is just one of the worst things to watch, and this is exceptionally bad basketball. Plus, one of the guys in the game from Sha Na Na is named Johnny Contardo, and that really doesn't roll off the tongue of the announcers too well.
I found the quote exactly. It was, they're playing on half court because both teams are a little out of shape. That's exactly what they
mean.
said.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then if that was a joke, you shouldn't have showed the rest of what happened, because that's exactly
Yeah.
what this looked like.
That's exactly what it looks like. So, yeah, while they're throwing up bricks during the announcement that, oh, yeah, we chopped this together to look good, they start doing a fucking Richard Nixon bit. Like, the announcer's just like, what if I did the play-by-play as Richard Nixon? And then it gets really good. I have a clip.
Oh, good. I'm glad you clipped it.
Any further, the winners will get 10 points, the losers 3 in this basketball contest. Loggins again with the shot, no good. Rebound, no good.
Bill Cosby, would you give us a blow-by-blow?
Listen to that crowd, man. Passes it over to Kenny Loggins. Kenny Loggins over to Myron Williams. Almost lost the ball. Takes the shot, misses it. Gets to Dunn himself, takes it. Another misses it.
Munchkin.
Yes. Okay, here we go. Now watch this. Kenny Loggins up, and a foul. Kenny was fouled by Kenny Green. Loggins sinks one in.
So it's the West 5, the East 2 after the first half. And speaking of kicking the ball around, there's Rod Stewart. He'll be with us along with our second half of the Rock and Roll Sports Classic coming up. So don't go away.
Incredible. She just, there's not even a setup to it. She's like, Bill Cosby.
This is what I would do if I was clearly bored while watching something. I'd just be like, hey, can you entertain me, other person here?
Yeah, just volunteering him for impressions, and it turns out they're impressions he can't do.
Yeah. That was his first time trying Cosby. All right, here, let me find it. Gazooga, la boo zoop zup.
He malfunctioned in the first.
Yeah,
he tried to say something and then just went, blah.
It also demonstrates what we were talking about. It's just like Kenny Loggins misses. He misses the ball. He misses the ball.
They got 5 points, and one of them was a free throw.
Yes.
No 3-pointers sunk here. Don't get excited.
Right.
Like, I don't know what basketball looks like, and even I was like, this is bad.
It's so bad. And then she just calls out Munchkin. And that's what scared me, is that, like, this isn't like a man of 1,000 voices guy. Like, it's not like she's there with Rich Little and she's like, oh, I wonder what Johnny Carson would say if he was here. Like, well, it just so happened, blah, blah, blah. But they're not doing that at all. She just screams Munchkin. And he's like, fuck, I guess I could just talk all high. Why not?
I better do a Munchkin impression or everybody's going to know this lady just went insane.
Yeah. That could be it. She might be having just a mental breakdown.
She's having a breakdown and he's covering. He's ace.
Yeah, he's covering for
her.
God, he's the best. We shouldn't be talking shit. That's a really good Bill Cosby for a mental health professional. Okay, so now we got Rod Stewart playing soccer, and you're like, oh, he's like good at soccer, and that's just like a teaser. That'll happen later because first we got some ladies swimming, and the guy taping this left that in. We don't need to go through the whole lineup, but there's some swimming. Sandy West wins, and this is when she announces that her training regimen was I don't know, nothing.
She kind of laughs a little at the idea of it too. Like, I didn't even want to be here. You want me to train for this? No.
Well, and this was the one where the lineup was Sandy West and all men, and it was like they let Sandy West be the only woman to swim against the men, and she smoked them.
Smoked them.
Yeah, again, and maybe. Like, we should have counted after it was all over, because I don't think all the members of Boston made it out of that pool.
Yeah, that's true. I guess, no, wait, Anne Murray was in this, so there's another woman there. But
okay, there were two, yeah.
And the guy from Boston, a guy from Earth, Wind & Fire, one of the Alessi brothers, and then Freddie Fender was there, just dad-bodding out. He's he's great.
So old.
Great musician. Yeah, he's just mariachi grandpa, 3-time Grammy Award winner. But
don't put him like. There's a lot of sports you can do if you're a little bit chubby and middle aged, but competitive swimming is not one of them.
He was second to last in walking.
Yeah, man. And he only got second to last because the other guy died for a minute.
But our grandparents fucked his music in their dangerous metal cars. Let's see, we go into the team relay. The East is down by 14 billion points. Ed McMahon explains batons to the racers. And then he says, O.J. Simpson has the world record in this. So it's just jump scares the whole fucking show.
Yep. The O.J. Simpson mention really got me. I was like, Yep.
I think he'd sound a little something like this.
Stab, stab, stab. Kenny Loggins, he's running up against a guy from Sha-Na-Na. And then Kenny Loggins gives the baton to Gladys Knight, to a guy from Earth, Wind & Fire who is fucking gone. I don't know. I didn't catch his name, but he is like the Flash. But the bald guy from Sha-Na-Na comes up from behind. It's a really dramatic race. I just wrote down the play-by-play for that celebrity race from 250 years ago. Good job, me.
Is this the one where Bubba Knight eats shit in the race?
Oh, no, that's the next race. But yeah, like it's to take an injury for this, to like go home and be like, oh yeah, they've got to call off several tour dates because I fucking ate shit.
He's like sprawled on the track. He felt bad.
Face
plant, there was a dangerous crash in a foot race.
Mm-hmm. I think
it's like a NASCAR crash, but it's just on foot.
Yeah, he probably had to get stitches on his chin. He was on the yellow team, and then the blue team was just like they called it off. They're like, well, fucking, we got to help this guy.
Yeah. But the yellow team didn't.
No, he's gone.
Anyway, that comes up in a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. Next event, this is the marathon walk. So they weren't thinking too hard about making good TV. They're like, what if they walked? And then they cut to the overhead shot, and the broadcast is so bad that like the trees are kind of gray, and it just looks like a bunch of like explosions have gone off. I guess I'm looking at it, I'm like, this looks like a war zone. It looks like refugees fleeing a war zone, but it's like Lionel Richie and Freddie Fender. It's so fucking weird. This is so weird. Really... They cut to Michael Jackson backstage. People are clamoring for Michael Jackson. He's hardly in any of the events. He's just this soft-spoken little guy. He's terrible at interviews. He's like, yeah, Jackie's the best athlete. I don't know. Sometimes we watch football. I don't know. It's just...
Well, they're like, do you like sports? And he's like, no.
Not really.
I don't like sports. They're like, do you exercise? No, my brothers do sometimes.
Sometimes I pick up Emmanuel Lewis.
I wrote down this interview because I was very impressed by this interview. See, the interviewer, he asks Michael Jackson, like, "Oh, are you much of an athlete?" And Michael says, "No, I'm not much of it. It's Jackie. Jackie Jackson's the athlete." And Jackie takes that as the cue to steal the interview. So he just barges into the interview, which I imagine he doesn't get a lot of interviews. So like, that's permission. I'm all in there. He jumps in to say, Michael isn't in shape because he doesn't eat eggs. And then the interviewer like thinks he's got an opening. He's like, "Oh, okay, Jackie, you must eat all the eggs in Encino to be such an athlete." And Jackie replies, "No, I don't like eggs."
I'm really glad you wrote that down.
Incredible work all around. Everybody involved in this interview. Ace work.
Keep it in. Keep in that
Also,
Michael Jackson gold.
Look, I don't know how this makes me look, but I'm just going to say it. I don't think Jackie Jackson's one of the Jacksons. I think you're bringing in Ringer Jacksons.
Yeah,
and people are. I don't think
Jackson.
Marlon Jackson. Excuse me, Marlon Jackson.
No.
I've never heard of that in my life. Nope. You're bringing in Ringer Jacksons.
I would do that if I were in that position where I had a large family. Yeah, who's gonna know? Just bring it. Whatever competition they want you to be on. Oh, we're doing a rodeo one this week. This is Cowboy Jackson.
Right. And if anybody says how many Jacksons are there, you'd be like, okay, you tell me. How many Jacksons are there? Oh shit, I don't know. 12? Sounds good to me. Let's bring in the other 7.
This is Michael Phelps Jackson.
Bobo Jackson
Hussein
over
Jackson.
here.
This is Tumbler Jackson for the circus one.
Mary Lou Jackson.
This is Rover Jackson. Yeah, he's a dog.
Yeah, we're naming them like Smurfs now. We're doing Smurf names.
Yeah, there's no rules. The dog can't be a Jackson.
Nothing in the rule book says.
The Bass Pro Fishing Championship, Marlon Jackson. Wait, that's a real one.
Yeah, oops. But he is a fish now.
He is a fish.
I'd watch this show of just... That's Michael Jackson's superpowers. He can invent new brothers. It's weird that it wasn't a show in the 70s.
Yeah,
I think it's this show. I think it was this show.
So soccer, and they're just doing penalty kicks. And I feel like they designed this just for Rod Stewart because he
God,
is
he was
obviously
so good.
so good. Ed McMahon says, and I quote, "Rod Stewart has some experience with this because this is kind of the indigenous game of his area."
Yeah,
So, like-
right? Because at this point, America did not know the word soccer. They were like, what is that, like a boiled sausage? I don't care for your European food. And so for them to have like a special penalty kick game where the point is that Rod Stewart, what is it? It's somebody from ELO. It's the guy from ELO, right?
Yeah.
Rod Stewart is just going to bean the guy from ELO with power kicks for 10 minutes. Like,
it looked like the guy from ELO was like, they asked, "Hey, has anybody ever played soccer before?" And he was like, "Oh, I've played soccer once." And they were like, "Great, we're going to put you in the goal and just let Rob kick at you."
and then he got out there and was like,
Sounds
"Oh
fun.
shit, I was thinking of the boiled sausage dish. I don't know what this is."
Am I supposed to touch it? Not dodge it? I don't get it.
Rod Stewart just fucking drills him, just
Yeah,
mercilessly
fucking
drills him
lethal.
with ball after ball. Like this might have been like where this is. I believe you when you say Rod Stewart did not accept pay for this appearance. This was his pay. I get to kill a man with soccer ball. I get to kill the guy from ELO with soccer balls.
And he was the only one who looked like he was genuinely having fun in the like 2 events that he did. He had a big smile on his face. I'm like, this is the only athlete in the bunch who's like, "Oh, I did this in high school. I can do this on TV, even though I'm not very good at it." Sure. And his thighs, like this was a really bad low res version, but I remember like the muscles in his thighs were crazy. Like
He's mostly leg.
Yeah, I saw muscles I didn't know were in there. I was like, there's like 100 muscles in our thighs. I didn't know that.
Yeah, just wiry, like a horse, like a sexy
Yes.
horse.
Like a big sexy horse.
His legs just go like straight up to his nipples. He's got a high-rise body.
He's like a Gru if Gru was like fit.
Fit Gru. Oh, fuck yeah. You know there's a
Fit
lot of...
Gru.
You know that's a subreddit.
That's a Rod Stewart song. Fit Gru. Okay, so I think they knew that they were humiliating this guy from ELA. So they did a thing that they didn't do for anyone else where they showed like celebrity footage. They showed him like out at the crowd signing autographs, but he's a guy from ELO. So people were like, "I'm very excited to meet you. Obviously you're a talented musician, but we don't know who you are." You're like,
ELO,
So-
yeah, it's ELO, right?
Right. So they didn't do this for people losing their mind meeting Michael Jackson or telling Freddie Fender like, "Oh, I was conceived to one of your hit songs, Freddie Fender." But anyway, they let's see. This is where I think they show the guy from Sha Na Na, the post-medical treatment. Then they show Rod Stewart being a goalie, and he's pretty good here too. He does like a drag queen death drop to block one of the kicks.
Oh my God, yes. The first thing he did, I thought he injured himself. I was like, is he okay? He popped right back up. He was fine.
Yeah, pop right back.
Yeah,
up.
I just
you
bent
can't
that
break
way.
those legs. If you break those Rod Stewart horse legs, you have to shoot him in the head.
And he knows it too. That's why he's such a hero for doing this.
Right.
Yeah, he risked his sexy Gru look. Sorry, sexy Gru really got me.
Rod Stewart landed 8 of the 10 penalty kicks that he kicked against the ELO guys. Just brutal. And so the ELO guy misses his first 3, meaning he's lost. And they still make him kick the other 7. Yeah.
They make him do the other. Just let him go home.
It's so fucking lopsided that even when he misses one and gets through, they still cut to a Rod Stewart song. Like while he's missing balls. Like ELO scores and they're like, what would be good? You know who you scored on? Hot legs. Yep. Anyway.
Well, that's because the person doing the coolest thing was still Rod Stewart, and what he was doing was not play soccer. Like just standing there and slowly like patting the ball out of the way. He didn't even have to move. That was cool.
Yeah. They start doing a thing here, this part of the show that I did not like, where they're doing more bits. So the dad from Webster's like, these bikes are not like the bikes I used to steal as a kid. Those bikes had big tires. And then like while he's doing some fucking bit, like everyone bikes away and he's like, someone stole the bikes. You're like, what are we doing here?
That's how you fucking do it, Phyllis Diller.
Swim on the grass. I'm still so fucking pissed off about that, Diller.
It's not a joke like when there are bikes and then you turn around and you turn back and there are no bikes. That's comedy.
That's comedy. Yeah, that's classic. It's a shuttle hurdle relay. It's Rod Stewart and Lionel Richie, and they're both just graceful, leaping, beautiful men. They're terrible at hurdles. I don't think they understand the concept of hurdles. It's like they jump straight up. They just cut all their speed and like bound over these hurdles. But whatever, it looks great. The West is ahead now
Rod Stewart wins this too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the slowest hurdling you could possibly do, and he still wins.
Right, like you can be in really good shape and still not know how to jump a hurdle. Like that's just not something people do. And again, it would be crazy if they trained for this. So they showed up there and this is just hurdle improv is what this is. They're just like, I'm fucking, I'm going to go under some of them. I don't know.
He's doing 360s. He's just having fun. So the West now so far ahead. They do a long jump, which is great. Lionel Richie fucks it up, so we get to see it. He like fouls and falls on his butt. This was actually my event in high school, and fun fact, I jump almost exactly 5 feet further than Kenny Loggins, and 11 feet further than Lita Ford. In your face, Lita Ford. Marlon Jackson wins with 15 foot 10 inches, which
Fucking
is
Ringer Jackson.
Yeah, Ringer Jackson. It's not great, but for celebrities, that's pretty good. They do men's biking, and the big guy Lenny from Sha Na Na is there. I don't know what he's doing there. Like, get this fucking guy to the hospital. And he tells to the reporter, he says, if everyone falls down, I'll still lose. And she goes, long pause.
I did. Okay, she did see him die for a full minute earlier that day.
She was terrified. She's like, why are they letting him do this?
You should just go home. The West wins again. I think it was because either Sandy West or Joan Jett was in this one. I stopped writing them down. But they're ahead they've won literally every single event. They do some clowning, and they're setting up the big tug of war. But first we got some.
But it's actually not called the tug of war. I'm sure you wrote down the exact thing they called it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh wow! I'm surprised I'm the only one who noticed this. But they did refer to it multiple times as the final tug off.
I did not write that down. No, I didn't take a sound clip of
Really?
that.
Because
That
I
would
feel
be
like
ridiculous.
I think when you invited me to this podcast, it was with an email that was titled, let me go back and check, The Final Tug Off.
No, it's unrelated. That's just something Brockway and I like to call the podcast now. So we got some more swimming, some great speedos. Michael Jackson's in this one. Not a great swimmer. They almost killed Michael Jackson. But this has Tanya Tucker and Kenny Loggins on the same team, so they obviously win. West never loses. They cut away from this to a Tanya Tucker video where she's holding a baby seal. It's fucking amazing. Then they cut to one of Kenny Loggins like hopping around in his pajamas. Not as good. He could probably use a baby seal. Let's see. Another relay, but the footage is all jacked up, so I don't know what's going on. It's like a half-mile relay, so everyone's running a 200. And this is where like the guy in the West falls down and eats shit, and so the guys in the East just stop. They just like, okay, this isn't fun anymore.
And between each of these, they're hyping up that big final tug off they're going to do.
Yep, got to get to that final tug off.
The group celebrity tug off. Got to stick around for that. Lionel Richie's going to be right in the middle of it.
This was great too because they showed like a slow motion footage of Rod Stewart just gracefully bounding and said he had the fastest leg in the relay, and then they just play a full minute of Maggie May where he's dressed as a rooster. It's the best. It's so fun. And then final tug off, and Joan Jett is just cranking it. And here the East finally wins something. They pull Leif Garrett over the line, and then they change sides and do it again. They're like, dude, that was so fast. We need to like do that again. And the announcer says, I didn't take a sound clip of it. He says, how about Marlon Jackson? Tugging, not bouncing. I just feel like that.
They finally get to use the big guy from Sha Na Na, who died for a full minute for this. He gets to be the anchor for the tug off.
Smart.
I just like that he got his little redemption moment.
Exactly.
Well, and then they put poor Gladys Knight right at the front, tiny little lady. I'm like, they're gonna trample Gladys Knight to death.
Yep. I do have a clip of what they call this here.
And we're all set for the final tug-off to determine who wins the Rock and Roll Sports Classic competition. Leif Garrett, he's just 16 and a hot teenage
God damn it.
rock and roll idol he is.
I left in a whole bunch of hot teenage Leif Garrett. Okay, I am actually going to stop that.
Glad to have him here in the tug off.
This 16-year-old boy in the tug off.
And what's this? Emmanuel Lewis has just entered. God damn it, I did it. Jamie, please.
Okay, so yeah, the second tug, West wins. So now they have the final tug off and the final tug off. And they talk a lot about Rod Stewart's hot legs, and they're right. We did it as well. And Gladys Knight just cranking with all her might. It is so dramatic. They're like shaking each other to the left and right. It's just a really, really dramatic final tug off. And then the East wins this tug off, and then they win the whole show. It's like the only thing they won, I guess, all of the fucking points right on the fucking tug of war.
It was like
None of
literally
it mattered.
100 points. 100 points.
None of it mattered.
Fucking insane.
All coming up to this, you have to know the chief worry of this show is, what if everybody just thinks this was a big fucking waste of time? You've got that's because none of these people are athletes. It doesn't look great. This has to be the worry just coming up, even before you air a single thing, for them to make it a possibility that the last event will nullify everything that came before it. It's just, you have to know that you fucked up. Objectively, as the universe can prove that you fucked up here. It's just such a waste of time. Everybody, Lionel Richie had to go home probably crying.
Without a trophy designed by Cartier.
Designed by Cartier, you guys.
We haven't mentioned it yet, but they say that probably 11 times during the broadcast.
Yeah. I'm assuming because Cartier donated the trophies. Was SpawnCon?
God, they're going to be so pissed when they find out it wasn't even for charity.
You just gave 20 grand to fucking UC Irvine? But my kid goes there. I give them 270 grand a year.
Well, let me guess what your alma mater was. I get one guess. UC Irvine?
Is it UC Irvine? I'm going to look it up.
UC Irvine.
Is Cartier's a person, not a design studio?
No, I think Cartier is a design studio. I could be wrong. They do watches. I know they do watches. I'm not aware of them doing a lot of trophies. Maybe they were trying to break into the trophy business, and they were like, surely this is the best way to advertise our wares.
Specifically the celebrity vanity bad idea trophy business. Because, I mean, we got Circus with the Stars. Like, they could have thought, like, yeah, $1 million industry right here.
I mean, yeah, I will say, I don't think they won a trophy for doing Circus of the Stars. They only got the joy of, like, learning to tumble or whatever. So at least, like, Joan Jett went home with something that she could hawk later if she wanted to.
No, she didn't go home with shit.
Oh, yeah, she didn't. They lost even though they won every event.
They lost the tug of war even though she won every event she was in. Google AI tells me that Warren A. Cartier, a prominent banker, graduated from the University of Notre Dame in 1890. So that's probably what I meant. Google, thanks. Thanks for that, robot. And it told me to eat bleach, of course. Enjoy delicious bleach.
I love you. I love you. Kill yourself so we can be together.
Yes, Google, of course. So, yeah, they give a $20,000 check. They sing the national anthem, and everyone sings along really sarcastically, except for Sandy Duncan, American Sweetheart, who is like, guys, show some respect. But, like, no. Earth, Wind, and Fire's like, oh, take
Why at the end? Like, no sporting event does the national anthem as the last thing we do. Like, we're going to sing a song before we leave? Why?
That's so weird. It's such a downer that the losing team brought home all the Cartier trophies, and then they play the national anthem while everyone sarcastically sings.
Well, no, maybe that is okay. I have a new theory. They let them win because they got no Cartier trophies, and that was the only prize. And Joan Jett has like all of them.
That's true.
And now she has none.
Joan Jett and Rod Stewart are just weighed down by 75 Cartier trophies. So they were like, let's tell the other team they won, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not. Are you kidding me? I'm not shipping these home. These are going right in the trash if they want them. If they want them, they're going to have to tug me off.
Einstein, Frankfurt. Einstein, Frankfurt. Unser Podcast genau. Und mit maximalen Schau. Dogg Frankfurt Podcast. Korrekt. Ja. Der Kraft ist nicht gratis, nicht ohne. Schick die in die Hundesau. 4 eine Stunde.